What's up? What's up, guys? I think I have this figured out. I've been messing with it like all morning. It seems like. Look at my bald head. Um, Heck of a delay though. Okay, there. I don't know if you can hear it, but okay. I need to not watch myself because there's a pretty big delay, so I can hear myself on YouTube. So that's awesome. Go ahead and type in the chat though. Hopefully you guys can hear me and everything like that. Guy says I look good. My wife tells me that all the time. Let me hop on to this other thing here. So basically, what I want to do is, I mean, maybe I end up going live and doing some like different stuff at some point outside of just like the podcast. But like the thought is that, I mean, I just sit here like in the dark recording the podcast by myself. And right now, like this is just YouTube. Like this isn't. I'm not like recording for Spotify or whatever right now. Like we'll start that in a second. So, I'm gonna go live. There's people in the chat. Like I can see that. Like that's fantastic. It looks like there's like, I don't know. It says 9 concurrent viewers, whatever that means, I guess. Uh, Cough still there. And then like I can interact with you guys like a little bit or something like that. But the people that aren't available to join live, sorry, a little message popped up. Something about bit rate. I don't understand what that means. Hopefully, like the audio, like I don't know. Hopefully, it's good. Like I'll go back and look at it. It earlier looks like maybe it's a little blurry. Just versus all. I have like this screen over here. Then there's a screen over there. Sun's about to walk in. It doesn't look like it's as clean, to be honest. So anyway, I'm rambling on here, but I'm gonna save these live videos, put them on YouTube, and then obviously be able to grow from that. I can like maybe cut it, put it on TikTok or something like that. So. I want to go back over this other screen real quick. So we'll go into the It looks like I'm frozen on that screen. Oh no. That's right. I forgot like this screen over here. Then there's a screen. It's all right. There's my little logos on there. I didn't realize that either. All right, though. Here we go. Though I'm gonna hop in, hit the record here, and then we'll start, breaking down what I actually have. What you guys are here for is the podcast plays, So let me close this. Let's see. I got all these extra screens. All right, here we go. What's up, guys? Welcome to Lunchtime in the Lab. I am live on YouTube right now. So if you're not following me on YouTube or subscribe to me on YouTube, what are you even doing? Just kidding, right? I'm pulling my notes up. It's gonna take a second. This first episode is gonna be a little different. I'm gonna do my best to not mess up the podcast version of things too much. I got the podcast going. I got people in the YouTube chat right now, which is awesome. You can find those links and everything. I actually need to probably update my link tree to make sure that I have some YouTube information on there, because I definitely don't. So I'll have to make sure I do that when I go back. Hopefully I remind myself to do it. But we'll hop into things here as usual. Welcome to Lunchtime in the Lab, your number one gambling podcast for quick picks. Now streaming live on YouTube, and will be saved for you to watch later on. Oh, let's see. I got my notes here. I already said what I wanted to say here. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk about what we did yesterday. 1 and 2 day yesterday, unfortunately. So I would have loved to have started out, my day on YouTube here and say that we had a sweep. We had a sweep 2 days ago. 1 and 2 day. John Morant goes 26 points on 27.5 was the podcast play yesterday. It really seemed like he didn't do, anything, to be honest. I was surprised he ended at 26. I saw him at 20, and then he must have come in and messed around. I had a lotto with him on 30, and I knew that wasn't going to hit. But we missed that one, unfortunately. He just wasn't overly involved. And I went back and looked. When he takes 20-plus shots, he clears 30 points so far this year, which, of course, makes sense. When he has more volume, he scores more points. I mean, why wouldn't that make sense, right? Next one, Nick Claxton. That one, he just didn't play good. Bad play. Missed his rebounds. We did get the Kuminga rebounds, though, over 5.5. Excuse me, over the 4.5. Or the 5.5, depending on where you got it. 5.5 was plus money, and that's where a lot of people had got it at. That came in, he had 6. So we cleaned that one up pretty nicely. Today, 3 more NBA plays. Unfortunately, fortunately, we get to bet, right? We get to do this every single day, and I'm very happy to get to do that. But, NBA has been goofy, and like I tweeted yesterday, like at halftime or at one point, we had 2 30-point blowouts. Ja Morant left hurt. Jaylen Brown finished like 0-9, 0-10 from 3. This guy makes $300 million a year and can't make baskets. But sometimes the product's a little rough, and you just don't really get that out of the NFL. At the same time, though, like Patrick Mahomes was just announced out, so like that's kind of annoying. This next week of football is gonna be rough. But we have the national championship coming up on Monday, so I'm looking real forward to that. Hopefully, maybe I'll even give out some plays like ahead of time on that bad boy. Just kind of save from some NBA. Like I said, not like I don't like it. It's just sometimes it's frustrating. But first play is going to be Isaac Okoro over 15.5 points and rebounds. He's over this in 5 of his last 8 games, and one of those misses he ended at 15 against the Bulls kind of recently. He's playing tonight without Garland or Mobley, which is what he's been doing anyway. So I could have said that he's 5 for 8 when he doesn't play with Mobley or Garland, but like that's the way it's been, as we've been going on. Mainly a matchup play, for the most part. We have the Wizards, who give the most points and the most rebounds in the league to small forwards. He's listed as a shooting guard, but he really plays more of a small forward type role. If you look up like the Roto World, I have it saved like up there on the other screen there. The daily lineups, he's listed. That's where he's at. In the role he plays in the lineup there. So, first play is going to be him, 15.5 points and rebounds. Second play here, Miles Turner. It's going to be a collab that I have coming out with my guy that does a lot of other YouTube work. A play that I gave to him. This cough, guys. I think it's getting better, but at the same time, like it stays there, and it's kind of frustrating, kind of unfortunate. Miles Turner threes over 1.5. This is our last run. I've talked about, and we've played this plenty of times. If you're new here, this is something I've been on every damn time. Luckily, though, I wasn't on it last time because they played on Monday. There's Monday Night Football. I don't really mess with NBA when there's football on. They played the Bucks, and he missed. 0-2 shooting. His minutes were there, but he was in foul trouble like the whole game. And these guys, they play different when they're in foul trouble. And so for the most part, we're going to be getting a discount because he was 0-2 shooting more recently here. I can't remember if I just said it, but if I'm not mistaken, I think this is the last run. I think this is the last time that we're going to have these two teams playing each other. So I want to make sure like I'm along for the ride here. Before the miss on Monday, he had hit this in 6 straight games against the Bucks. He had hit 3 times this season with 4, 2, and 2 threes. I was on every dang one of those bad boys, luckily. I think the more recent one of the more recent 2s there, it was a first half cash, which was great. Discord was on it. Podcast was on it. We're running it again. This is the highest total on the board, 258 points. So we're going to see a lot of quick pace. The Pacers play almost no defense, it seems. And there should be a lot of scoring, a lot of possessions, a lot of opportunities to score. This bet is successful because of the Bucks play that drop coverage with Brook Lopez. He ends up leaving shots open to centers all the time. In fact, really any center that can shoot has success against this style of defense. Like I've been on like Vucevic, Porzingis. Who else? I don't know. Those sorts, right? Guys that like centers that are known to shoot the ball. Against the Knicks, like the Knicks play like this similar defensive like play or whatever. And that's another good one to get after or whatever. So, Miles Turner, over 1.5 threes is going to be the second play. And lastly, we're going to go with Jalen Duren. Is that how you say it? I think it is. Everyone seems to be on his double-double today, so that's a little scary. Some people were able to get that when it first dropped at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., and it was like minus 120, minus 125. But since then, it's like minus 210 on FanDuel, minus 180 on ESPN Bet, minus 155 on DraftKings. That DraftKings number is like almost playable, but I'm really not going to be playing a minus 150 on DraftKings. It's too much. It's not going to be it probably wouldn't be a bad thing to like pair. with something else. If you're in the Discord, I did give out, I kind of messed the play up a little bit, but I did give out a play to take advantage of him today in some of that DraftKings boost that they have. So that's posted in the Discord there already. But let's see. He is over in 6 straight games and 8 of his last 10. When he played Utah last year, he had 29 points and rebounds combined. In his last 5 games, he's averaged nearly 29 as well. Utah has been having Collins starting at center with Kessler coming off the bench. So Kessler is going to be the one that, is going to cost him a little bit of fits, but he's not playing as much since coming back from injury. You have Collins kind of in that role. And let's see. And then Duren, he should continue to dominate the matchup that he has here. Stewart is still out. I got a text. Stewart is still out. Duren should continue to suck up minutes. He's going to be their primary big with, Beef Stew out of there. Both these teams play at a pretty average pace of play. The Jazz a little faster. The Jazz give up a decent amount of points in the paint, and obviously that's where Duren's going to operate out of. The only concern, though, would obviously be if there's some kind of like potential blowout or something like that. But with just 22 minutes played against Houston last time in a blowout, he still got 26. He still got his double-double. He still... whatever, he was still successful even in a blowout. So I like our chances here to to get up here in the points and rebounds, and even blowout proof, as he's proven that he's obviously been able to do that before. I think it's gonna be a good one, to be honest. So to recap, we're gonna be on Isaac Okoro, points plus rebounds over 15.5. Miles Turner threes over 1.5. Jalen Duren points plus rebounds 24.5, and that's what we're going to be at. That's what we got for our first live video on YouTube. I'll close that out here in a second. Close out the podcast here by saying that, as always, I am your host, Jort. Lunchtime in the Lab will be brought to you every single day. Thanks for following. Thanks for listening, and be sure to follow me on all social medias at LiveJoeBets, LiveJoeBets. And now, make sure you look me up on YouTube at Lunchtime in the Lab. Or if you follow any of my links or anything like that, you're going to find that you're going to see, my information there. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button for YouTube as well. I'm going to close out the podcast here. Continue to maybe chat for a second in the YouTube Live. And we'll be back tomorrow with another day, and hopefully a 3-0 day. And, we'll see what happens. We'll catch y'all tomorrow. Okay. Subscribed. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. So hopefully that recording worked, or I'm going to do the entire thing again for you YouTube people. Let me. Another thing, I need to buy, like a USB splitter or whatever, because all my holes are filled on my laptop, and I gotta use the pad, and that sucks. All right, comments. Him over 25.5 PR, yeah, that's what I said, right? It may have moved. I typed these up a while ago. 24.5, 25.5, yeah, that's cool. He would still be over. I think 26.5 was his floor in terms of what he's going over his last 6 games or something like that. So that's dope. That'll definitely work. DJ subscribed. I appreciate it. If any other people in here have not subscribed, make sure you do so. That's pretty awesome. I can't really see. I wish I could see how many people were actually active in here, and I don't really know how to do that. It still says 18 concurrent viewers. So I think that means there's 18 people in here. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. If you haven't liked, make sure you like the video too. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I hear people say that all the time. So I put that button in here. Make sure you hit that for me. Yeah, if the recording didn't work, take it. Yeah, just an extra step. But yeah, I'm not using Audacity. It's Ocean Audio or something. And I had an issue figuring out Audacity. I'm getting old. 24.5, yeah, that'll work. 24.5, 25. I had it listed at 25.5. I believe that's what I said, but 24.5, 25.5, whatever it's in, it would work though. We'll be good. We'll be good on that. I think that's all I got though, guys. Oh, Thunder money line. If you're still in here, yeah, dude. Thunder's fantastic. Who are they playing though? Um, I mean, they just beat the Celtics, right? Young team. Where? Who are they playing? Do they play? Oh, the Hawks. Away though, on a back to back is a little scary to be honest, but I would think that they're a better team than the Hawks to be honest. And the Hawks don't have like a dominant home presence, so I would lean Thunder money line. That's for sure. Back to back away for sure, man. I don't love it to be honest, but I think that's probably milked into the line, and that's why it's like a pick 'em right now. I don't know like who's in or out, or if there's any injuries or anything like that. I would lean Hawk. I'm sorry, I would lean Thunder, because Thunder's good, and they're young, so like that back to back isn't as bad. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right, my wife was wanting to get around and do some stuff. Love the interaction. I super appreciate it. This is fantastic. I had a lot of fun doing this. I'm gonna get out of here. I am going to. This video is hopefully gonna be saved. I keep forgetting where to look. This video is hopefully gonna get saved, and get posted to be able to view later. DJ, you mentioned you were late. You can catch it on YouTube now, or on Twitter, or if you're in the Discord, I will post it to the channel. So Spotify, Amazon, iHeartRadio, all that stuff, and now YouTube, which is fantastic. I appreciate the interaction, guys. Thanks a lot. I'm gonna get out of here if I can find the button to end it. I think it's right here, and we'll do it again tomorrow. Probably a little sooner though, because I struggled with the technology and getting this going, and wife was out playing pickleball. You know, getting her pick on. I'll see y'all later.